Good morning to all of you. Today we are going to discuss a case on the defection, Schedule 10 of the Constitution of India. Yesterday, that is on 1/7/2021, the Honorable Chief Justice of India and two others, Justice Bopanna and Hrishikesh Roy, they have categorically stated that Supreme Court will not fix the time limit for the disposal of the defection petitions because it is the prerogative of another institution which is called the legislature. You may be knowing, according to the doctrine of separation of powers which was held under Article 50 of the Constitution of India, judiciary is separate, whereas the other two organs, legislature and executive, one should not intrude into the powers of another. They should be independent. They should go around the fulcrum of the Constitution. They have to administer, but one should not interfere, interpose, or intervene into the affairs of the others. This is what the doctrine says. And yesterday, Supreme Court has once again reiterated the same doctrine. How can we fix the limits? It is a separate entity. It is a legislative entity. They have to make a law. If they make a law, it's okay. So this is the decision. Anyway, let us go into the details of the issue. You may be knowing, during the year 1985, that is during the tenure of Rajiv Gandhi, the defections were quite common. Ayaram, Gayaram culture was there right from Indira Gandhi's tenure. So he wanted, because young man, late Rajiv Gandhi wanted to put a full stop for this, and therefore Schedule 10 was brought. So this is what we call as anti-defection law. So if anybody contravenes the directions given by the party chief whip, then he can be called as defector. And if anybody has voluntarily given up the membership from a particular party, that may having one from a particular party, if he voluntarily gives up his membership, he is called. So for these two types of people, the anti-defection law applies. Right? According to the section 6, the decision regarding the disqualification on the ground of defection will lie with the speaker, and the time period is not fixed. That means the speaker can decide the matter anytime he likes. That is the main problem, section 6. And of course, section 7, bar to the jurisdiction of the courts. No court can interfere in the decision given by the Supreme Speaker or the chairperson. Right? Maybe MLA, MP, whatever it is, the speaker or the chairperson, both of them are competent. So here the problem is, so the West Bengal Congress Committee person, Ranajit Banerjee, through his advocate, Mr. Jebraj, I think his name is Abhishek Jebraj, he filed a plea in the Supreme Court to issue guidelines or directions for the speedy disposal of the defection petitions or anti-defection law. So previously also anti-defection law, now that has come before the bench. Immediately yesterday, the CJ himself stated, Mr. Jebraj, please look into, have you gone through my judgment given in Karnataka issue, that is Karnataka 2020 Chief Justice of India, when he was on the bench, he has given the judgment regarding the disqualification of 17 MLAs of Karnataka, wherein he stated that if the speaker is not able to deliver the goods, he is not able to decide the matter, he is not fit to sit on the throne. But he stated that Supreme Court cannot give any fixed timing. But friends, remember, I think in January 2021, in the case of Kishan Meghachandra Singh versus Honorable Speaker, Manipur Assembly and others, 2021. So Justice Rohington Nariman, I think Anirudh Bose and Justice Ram Subramaniam, they held that the speaker should decide the issue within 3 months as regards the disqualification. Right? This was there. So two types of judgments are here. Now, anyway, Ranajit Banerjee, he stated, he requested the court to give guidelines to decide the defection cases because in an urgent and time-bound manner. Right? What is happening is, according to Abhishek Jebraj, the advocate, what is happening is the speakers are sitting on the issue over the issue for years together, and ultimately during the completion of their tenure or the tenure of the MLAs or defected persons, then only they are deciding the matter. Sometimes they are not at all deciding the matter. So it is actually curtailing the very objective, and they are become incompetent. Right? So this rampant practice of the so-called defection should be actually immediately curtailed, but for the political gain or for the so many advantages are there, therefore they are postponing the matter. After all, who are governors also persons selected by the state or center, their people only. So according to the petitioner, it violates the fundamental right, Article 21, right to life and liberty of each and every individual. But anyway, certain guidelines, even the 1985 itself, certain rules were also there. For rules for disqualification on the grounds of defection, but there also no time limit is fixed. So now the Supreme Speakers, they are using it as a pocket veto, just like the President of India. That is keeping it in libido or in pendency for a long time till their departure. So if the defecting MLAs or MPs, if they are not punished due to this loophole, definitely the very system of democracy will be shaken. Therefore, he has asked for the guidelines to curb the malified delays on the speakers in the deciding matters related to political defections. But Supreme Court said, how can we make a legislation? It is after all the prerogative of the House, that means legislature. So it is a separate entity itself. We can't fix the time and time limits also. This is the decision of the Supreme Court. Anyway, the matter has been posted. Now the capacity of the advocate, Mr. Abhishek Jebras, will lie if he is able to convince the court and get a favorable order. Let us see what will happen. Thank you very much.